Wait a minute, what am I doing? Two men and a what? Two friends from film school, one who graduated, one who did, and they decided to make a podcast. Okay, this has never been done before, right? Okay. This is Matthew and Harrison's Two Men in a Movie. It's not what it sounds like.
Can you give me a wah at 97?
No.
Can you give me a ine at 402?
No.
Welcome to the Two Men in a Movie podcast, the penultimate episode. We're ending it after this. I texted Harrison. I said there'd be a test. He failed it. We're not doing this anymore. We have to do one more episode.
But yeah, because you just called it the penultimate.
Yeah, we have to do School of Rock. I wouldn't take that from you. I, as always, am your soon-to-be former co-host and the man who knows how to say wah and e-knee, Matthew Olczyk, joined as always by my F student, bottom of the class for the first time in his life, Harrison Poole, my co-host and co-husband. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Al Gray as the main character at the bank today.
Oh?
I went to the bank for financial reasons. And, man, it was a hoot and a half in that office.
Yeah?
I had her laughing the entire time with
Hell
my
yeah.
dry commentary and my japes and my jokes. Yeah, I was talking to her, and there was a point where I watched the customer service voice drop. I was like, nice. Too bad she has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Found it. I found this out because we ended up talking about the Epstein files for a bit. Because we were talking about how annoying PDFs are. And then that went to, eventually got to the Epstein files. And she's talking about how her boyfriend is obsessed with them. And is constantly telling her what he's reading. And I'm like, that rocks. Your boyfriend rocks. He's so cool.
Hell yeah. You made a friend today?
I made a friend
I'm
today. And
happy
she
for
said
you.
that she's there every day.
Nice.
To come by the bank anytime. So
Are you going to?
maybe it's time for a little home wrecking.
Whatever, dude. Do it. Yeah, go for it. Who cares?
I'm gonna put on my home wrecker uniform. It's an elite club. Get a membership card and a newsletter, and each year you get a pin. Did you join? You home wrecked. Did you join the club?
I did not join.
We're gonna have to get your registration in, dude.
No, I'm good.
You want the pin?
No, I'm good. I don't care.
After 5 years, the pin starts getting precious jewels.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
You can
So
put
in
them on your hat.
October? So in October, I get precious jewels.
Well, we have to register you, so you have
Oh,
to
it's
wait.
5 years
Yeah.
from registration.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
it was
yeah.
5 years from the event.
Nah.
As if, like, the relationship wasn't ending anyways, but sure.
Home wrecking's home wrecking, baby. The best time to home wreck is when the relationship isn't doing well and about to come to an end. You just come in, you're like, I'm going to end this early.
Okay.
That's what I learned in my youth on the hard streets, Cleveland. Speaking of hard streets, I went to Detroit
Yeah.
last
Yeah,
Saturday.
for Phantom, right?
Yeah, for Phantom. But it was Jenna's first time in Detroit. I got to see someone experience the realization that it is a smog-filled city in real time. She goes, "Why is it so cloudy?" Oh my God! You can see it on the horizon, just the. It's like, yeah, that's Detroit. It's a good city. I like it. Smoggy, but once you're inside it, you don't see the smog, so it's nice. And they got like the whole like city center. It's like a circle, and it's got the spokes because of cars. Ate at a soul food restaurant.
Ooh.
Waitress brought me a little extra fried chicken because I got they amazing cornbread. But they had a cornbread coated like fish, and I'm like, I love fish. And I was like, it's fine. You can get fried chicken. I can get good fried chicken here, And I was like, can I get is there a way just to get some legs? And she's like, no, it's part of a meal. I'll sneak you some though. And and I didn't have to pay for that. Amazing sweet tea too. What a great day I had then. Because I saw Phantom in like a proper American theater, like one that was built by like a rich person in the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Very packed, hard to move around. The bathroom line for women took like the entire intermission and started to go outside. The men's line was bad. That's like how you know. Even though you go downstairs and there's like a sitting room. And then on one side there's urinals and shitters. And then on the other side there's only urinals. It's very fancy. But it might be the most impressive thing I've ever seen. So impressive, I had to call Mel up right afterwards and tell her about it, to her lack of enthusiasm. And then she's going to hear about it again on this podcast. And on Saturday when we're all hanging out, I'm talking about it again. Like, I know they're always like theater's a portal to another world. They're like, no, it's not a metaphor. We're the Catholicism of theater. It's literal fact. The power of the Holy Spirit. It's a portal to another world. You're gonna forget anytime there's a stage, they put a stage on the stage. They could have just did it like, because it's when she's like performing and they bring in like these box seat things on the sides. Is she like does her first performance and the curtains close for a second and they reopen and now we're backstage looking at her looking out on the audience. I'm like, what the fuck? And when they're going to the sewers, they're on this platform that's like tilted. It's like stairs. As you do we have open sewers. And as they're walking down, it's ever so slightly going down and tilting. So they're just walking back and forth, but it looks like they're walking down a flight of stairs. I don't know how they did the boat. That was just a fucking boat. Like candles came out of the stage, and then there's like water, and then there's a boat, and it was just a boat, dude. I was losing my mind. The entire the opening was somehow in black and white.
Yeah.
I assume lighting and some makeup, but I'm looking like this has just been black and fucking white. What the fuck? And then it became color. I was like, holy! At one point, because it opens with a production of Hannibal that they're doing in the opera house, and it's like the attention to detail is insane. Because there's this big fake elephant the guy climbs on, because Hannibal, and they could have just did nothing and just rolled it off. But they specifically turn it around and roll it off stage, and they have the people inside the elephant in costume who are making the elephant move. I'm like, that is such an extra level of detail you did not have to do, but it works so good. And there's fire and pyrotechnics, fucking blowing my mind.
I'm happy for you.
The fucking chandelier turned on, it was sparking and smoking, and it was wrapped, and then it wasn't wrapped. I don't know where the wrapping went. There's a bunch of smoke, and then the wrapping's gone. I don't know where it went, dude. It's been because it's like watching. I don't know. It's like watching old movies because I know how movies are made and stuff. So a lot of new movies, when something happens, you're like, okay, I know how they did that. CGI probably, or it's practical effects. You can figure it out. But it's like watching an old movie where you're like, how the fuck did they do that? There's so many times where I'm just like, I don't know how they're accomplishing this live on a stage in Detroit. And they had the sound system, so they're doing they could make the Phantom sound like he's all over. Mm-hmm. And when they're locking down the theater to trap him, there's distant voices in different parts behind you talking about it. And I'm like, holy! If you do go close your eyes during Masquerade, there was a clown. I saw the clown, and I was like, oh fuck, because I was thinking, Harrison, did you see that? Then I was like, damn, there's a clown. There is a monkey girl though.
Okay.
I'm not saying that's a hot thing. I'm just saying I really enjoyed the monkey girl because the Masquerade, she comes out, she's front and center. I think she's Christine's friend. It's hard to tell because she's wearing a monkey costume, but she has the cymbals and she went jazz hands, but with the cymbals, and then started clashing them together. I'm like, this fucking rocks so goddamn hard. Jenna was crying. It was intense, dude. And I'm horrifically in love with the actress that plays Christine.
We can look up the actress who plays Christine.
I know Jordan.
I was like, you can.
I follow her on Instagram. Jordan Gilbert.
You followed her after watching Phantom?
Instantly at the Soul Food restaurant. I was like, holy moly. And the Phantom's black? That's nice diversity.
Yeah, black people can have hideous half faces too, I guess.
Well, I feel a lot of times the people like to view it as a white coded character because he's basically a Reddit incel.
Sure.
My mom never stops talking about seeing Phantom in London of the Opera. And that was 30 years ago. No, I'm 30. That was more than maybe 40 years ago. Mm-hmm. And she's like, it was incredible. I can only imagine what advances they've had since then in their ability to do things. So I can only imagine how much it improved. My mom would probably lose her fucking mind.
Next time they're in town, you should take her.
I should. If they come to Cleveland. I'll definitely take her if they come to Cleveland. I'm going to take we're all going. I'm not paying for everyone, but we're all going.
Okay.
I'm going to go see Phantom, and it's going to be amazing. I'm going to force gun at Mel Point to come. Nah, I think it might kill my mother. She's kind of sick. And her brain's, because I sent Vic some, I finally mailed her Christmas gifts, beating her. And so she's sending me pictures of her opening them. My mom's like, let me see. So I sent her a picture, and then she went on this rant about books. She's like, oh, there's some books in the background. There's a lot of books. I like to see that. I like to see books.
Hell yeah.
It's nice to have a place with books in it. It feels lived in. It's like when you look in Variety or the New Yorker and they do interviews, and the people always have books. Is that they always have books in the background and things and I have a lot of stuff too. I feel lived and maybe too much stuff. And I'm laughing. She's like, what? I'm like, it's not a crazy opinion to have. It's the way you say things. Where you're just like, oh, there's a lot of books. I like that. I like to see books. You're talking like you're a character in like a preschool children's show where they're just constantly repeating themselves,
Sure.
Back in the day. Now it's all like, bah, 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 cops are good. But back in the day, they were calm and said things slowly and repeatedly. What's up? Give me a look.
Nothing. Do you watch children's media today?
No, but I know Paw Patrol exists. And I saw someone made a video talking about the difference in energy.
Sure.
Because they have kids now. And they're like, oh my God, what the fuck is this shit? Now they're all, back in my day, I'd sit down and Mr. Rogers would calm me down. These days, they're going nuts over a fucking pig of a dog. I think Bluey's slow. It's Australian. They have an easier way of life out there,
Bluey's slow. Bluey's fine. I've only seen a couple episodes. Bluey's good.
I heard Bluey's really good.
Yeah.
I love Australians as a people.
Ms. Rachel, whenever she gets in hot water and I see clips of her out of context to like defend her,
She seems nice.
I seem to enjoy what she does. Like I'm not a preschool
I don't think
child.
I've ever
but,
heard her talk. I've never had the audio on in like articles.
It's very C from Blue's Clues in tone.
That's what I was figuring.
Yeah, or at least the clips that I have seen, or like Steve from Blue's Clues in tone.
She's up there with Mondami doing things with kids and making people angry. So
Yeah.
crazy that she got in so much trouble for saying kids shouldn't die.
Yep.
We need to do something. I was talking out of the bank today that we should just set up guillotines. So,
Sure.
and I still approved my loan.
Insane. That's crazy.
I'm a charming fella. People like and trust me.
You can turn on the charm first couple visits. Absolutely.
I'm the only person in the world who becomes less trustworthy the longer you know them.
No, a lot of people. That's
I'm like
the case of a lot of people.
I'm very trustworthy to begin with. You're like, oh wow, this guy's so honest and real.
Yeah, because people can only hold a mask for so long. Yeah.
It's like, I think because it takes some people we know like a really long time. I think it's not even I'm holding a mask. It's just eventually you realize I'm constantly lying. Like the mask never drops. It's just enough occurrences happen where you're like, okay, so his dad wasn't eaten by bears. His first name isn't. Or just all the little tiny lies I say add up. And you go, I think this guy's full of shit. It delights me to say nonsense and see what people will believe. Start telling people I'm 5'9".
Go for it, dude.
Get
I'm
ready,
5'9".
I know. Wouldn't that be crazy?
So we're gonna be the same height?
Well, no, because I'm taller than you, so you're like 5'7".
Okay.
Yeah, I'm establishing my own height as 5'9". So we're not the same height because you're shorter than me. You're now 5'7".
You're insane. Okay.
That's my new. You don't like that?
I mean, it's fine. I don't care what you think my height is.
I'm pushing down the.
I just like.
I'm establishing. Like how the pound, not the pound, the kilo might be the pound. One of the two is like based off a metal thing, and that is the pound or kilo.
Sure.
Like that's what I am, but for the height of 5'9".
See, it's almost funnier if you're 5'9" and we're the same height. And we just constantly convince people
that is really good,
that we're the same height.
That is really good. Well, I want to like because also side goals to like really like bring down people who are like, huh, I'm 6'1", and now they're like, no, you're not. Now you're 5'11". And they're like, no woman will date me because they're all having the profiles like you have to be 6 foot.
Yeah,
which is wild. Why do you want them so big?
I don't know. I'm not saying that that stereotype doesn't exist for some people, but like 5'8", 5'9", and I'm doing fine.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking
over
about?
6 foot. It's like, why do you want a man who's more easily able to kill you? Yes, I associate height with lethality. Why do you want a man who's more easily able to kill you? Like once you started like 6 foot up, very lethal, right?
Sure.
And once you do like 5'6", how tall is Geneva?
She's either 5 even or 5'1".
Maybe I'm thinking like Jenna Geneva size, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very lethal. There's a middle ground, which is nice and calm people who are not violent. But if you're very big, you're a marauding giant to me. Mm-hmm. And if you're very small, you're not you're a person, but you're very violent because you're all compressed. You feel a lot more. You love more. You're angry more. piss more.
They're piss maxing.
Yeah, they're piss maxing. Mogging on my gram, piss maxing. I still don't know what mogging means.
I don't know what
I saw a
mogging
thing where a
means.
guy's trying to mog.
Is it like mewing?
I think they're related.
I just
I
learned
know.
what mewing
I know
is.
mewing. I don't know what mogging is. I think
Mewing is when you like make that weird face.
I think
and
mewing
do the
is a type
chin
of mogging.
rubbing, right?
Yeah, the I just saw a thing where it was like a dude's trying to mog better, so he's hitting his chin with a hammer.
What?
He's hitting his bones with a hammer.
There was,
And I saw a comment where it's like, remember like back in the day when literally if you wanted to show someone stupid in a cartoon, they would hit themselves in the head with a hammer.
I almost sent you a thing on Instagram that was like, I can't even remember all of the words, but they were all internet words.
I've seen a lot of those. Yeah.
And the retweet was like, if I ever learn
I
what
know-
this means,
Yeah.
please
I know
put me
exactly
down.
the post. I've seen that because it's like, yeah, I don't know what none of this shit means. I don't know. It's a bad time to be alive, really, when it comes to culture. I'm in another heated online argument this week over someone. This guy was like, eventually tabletop gaming's going to go away because of AI. And we're like, no. And then it turned into a less insane, but still insane thing of like, well, you can replace your DM and other players with AI. And we're like, what? And there's one person who's like, well, sometimes AI is better because it's more attentive and more attractive. And everyone's like, don't fuck the robots. And then I was like, listen, it's a slot machine. It can't be attentive.
Yeah.
Save your time and energy. Just put some beans in a fucking can and shake them if you need to like get your high that way. And someone else is like, it can be attentive. I'm like, it literally can't. It is incapable of giving attention. He's like, it's an attention model. It's literally an attention model. I'm like, if you're incapable of telling the difference between something called an attention model and something paying attention to you, I don't know, man. Live your life. Just fucking keep watching those jangling keys all you want. And if he slaps back, I'm gonna start being like, listen, like if I do the form equivalent of putting my hands over my face, will you forget I'm here and stop saying stupid shit to me? You fucking piss brain troglodyte. You stupid piece of anyone who's like, ooh, generative AI is good, or not even good. Anyone who's like, this is a useful thing, I consider to be morally absent and intellectually deficient. I think that if you were to take all their inner thoughts that weren't just like responses to external stimuli, you could fit them on a post-it note. Like I'm getting NPC theory. I don't think it's like 100% true, where it's like other people don't have internal lives. But I'm at the point where I'm like, some people's internal lives are bare bones. Maybe they have 3 thoughts a day that aren't responding to something in their environment. And the rest of it's like, kind of hungry. Oh, that looks good. Food was good. Time to do work. This is what I'm doing. And then like maybe when they're on the toilet, they're like, man, I sure would like to see a tiger someday. And that's like and then they go back to just responding.
Okay.
Because like
I don't believe in NPC theory, but I do think
I
this is funny.
Yeah, I don't think like, because I don't want to call it NPC theory, because NPC theory is a thing where other people don't have it. I just think some people are like they have it, but it's very, very minimum.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that's the only positive revelation AI has given us. People were like, just the way that people just are like amazed, like it's fucking magic. I'm like, you're a fucking actual moron. In not necessarily a better age, but a more just age, nature would have claimed you.
I mean, nature would have claimed most of us.
No, because like we'd grow up in that. We would grow up in that environment and that society. And so we'd know how to survive, right? But they would be weeded from the gene pool because they just wouldn't understand anything. Because they're fucking drooling morons who are like, it's a time-traveling god from the future. You know about that?
I've
the
heard,
basilisks,
yeah.
whatever, Bastille.
That if God were to come down to Earth, it would be as AI, or we as humans created God.
The idea
as AI,
is that AI is very likely going to evolve into God, and then the assumption is the true belief is that it will time travel back in time to punish everyone who didn't support it, and therefore any choice and every cost to make AI as big as possible is ethical and acceptable.
Have you seen the Eddie Burback video about I want to say it's ChatGPT 4?
No.
So basically he wanted to test AI of like how far will an AI go just like telling him that he's God, basically. And he knows, but because he's conducting the experiment, he understands real world, like that what he's saying is ridiculous, but the AI doesn't know that. And at one point he convinces the AI that he was the world's smartest baby in 1996. The AI tells him to drive away to the middle of nowhere in like the desert of California and then go to one of the B cities, literally B. I forget the Berea, but not Berea. Yeah, because people are after him because they're afraid of his smarts.
Yes, it does. It's constantly telling people that everyone's after them because they're so cool.
And he like draws nonsense and like takes a picture and sends it to the AI, and the AI is like, "You've just cracked a new a mathematical
Didn't that happen
quantum
with
theory."
that literally happened with a guy who wasn't him and who didn't know this.
But yeah,
where
basically,
he was drawing these ridiculous blueprints. He's like, I've invented quantum travel, and they're like, you have to run. The government knows they're after you.
Yeah. But Eddie conducting the experiment does whatever the AI says just to see like how far the AI is willing to go. Yeah. And it gets to the point where Eddie gets a tattoo of the Deathly Hallows as a bit, and then he's going to get it removed.
Because he's an ICE agent, yeah.
Yeah, but he got a tattoo of the Deathly Hallows pretending it was some mathematical equation, and the AI thought it was brilliant and that if he didn't get it tattooed, he would forget it. And like just kept going.
You have to memento yourself.
At some point, he was told to turn off his tracking or turn off his location and everything so no one can track him, and turn off his data so that no one can contact him. Like you
can see how people kill their families.
Yeah,
it's fucking nuts, man.
Supposedly, it updated in the middle of the video, but he like switched back to the previous version to finish the video. Supposedly, the new updates in like ChatGPT 5 plus whatever are better at adapting when someone is in an actual mental health crisis. But the version
Grok,
he used,
which makes child pornography.
That's insane. ChatGPT 4, the version he used, like just kept yes-anding him. And
speaking of people said that you can't get in trouble for making child pornography on Grok because it's not real children, and they were dismayed to find that is not in fact the definition of child pornography under the law.
I can't believe. Well, one of course you can. Paintings count as child pornography. Did they not think that like child porn paintings counted as child porn?
Do they?
I thought they like legally they do.
Bro, I've made my fortune painting nude children, and the cops try to arrest me, and I say, "Officer, it's a painting," and they go, "Rats!"
No, but like, did these people not understand that? Like, I get that they're not real children, and I get the idea where that thought process can lead.
Yeah.
But it's immediately debunked by the fact that, like, painting, like, child porn of not real children already exists.
Yeah.
And it's illegal.
Yeah.
So did they just think that this was because it's the internet?
They thought digital children pornography was okay because they're not real children.
But neither are the hypothetical children in the paintings most of the time. Sometimes.
I don't think
know.
they know a lot of paintings. I'm not sure they can tell you the difference even between oil and acrylic.
Sure. Fair enough.
Because they're on X making child pornography. These are the brightest bulbs.
Arrest them all. Arrest them all.
Look, China
castrate
passed
them all.
a law that it's a hangable offense.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, let's do that.
Yes. If you're making and distributing child porn publicly,
on a public platform, you're like, hey, at Grog, make me child pornography.
How did how is there not something where it says no? I understand that AI cannot have
Because
morals.
Elon Musk made it.
Fair enough. I was like, but I was
defending-
like,
I'm pretty
other
sure-
AIs are like, you can't get them to draw like people have tried.
Well, yeah, because as bad as these AI people are, they understand that making child pornography is a huge legal no-no. But Elon Musk is proud of the fact he can do this. And he can make it undress women and stuff.
Yeah, he wanted to free speech absolutism, which doesn't apply to child porn.
It does if it's absolute. If it's absolute, you can say and make anything you want.
But
It's absolute.
But we have protections against child porn.
Yeah, and that's why we're not in an absolute free
I agree.
speech
I don't
country.
think we should
He's
be in
bringing
one.
us there.
But he's bringing us in a place that doesn't exist, so people are going to get in trouble.
And just being on a public platform is nuts thing. Like ChatGPT, it's like private.
Sure.
But you're doing this literally where everyone can see you doing it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad this bubble's about to burst.
I hope so, man.
Well, I mean, they're going to lose $1 billion this year by all projections. And I saw this economicist boy. He's an old man. He was he was saying that like every ad was AI this year.
Yes.
The last time this happened was crypto.
And then the time before that was the .com bubble.
Yeah.
I did see that. Yeah.
So here's fucking hoping, because I'm so goddamn sick of hearing just people try to defend it. Like, I'm at the point where I don't even make a counter arguments or bring up the environmental effects. I'm just like, you're a fucking stupid idiot. And
Yeah.
they keep trying to say things to justify it. And I'm like, do you want me to like jangle keys in front of your face? Would that make you happy?
I don't even trust the AI overview in Google because I've read
It's wrong.
it's wrong so often.
All these things are wrong. The
I have
issues are
Googled
language
things
with
that
it.
like I didn't know the answer to this one specific thing, but it gave me a bunch of other background information, and half the background information was wrong.
I
So I'm like, I don't
downloaded
trust
a
your
plugin
answer.
that gets rid of that.
Oh, please, like,
I'll just it's in the Discord. It's someone just custom coded one.
oh, send it, please.
But it just fucking like, if it's an actual AI, I'd be way more cool with it because that's a person. I'm not sure we should have made it,
I would be against it
but it's
by
a
the
person
idea.
now.
I think we crossed.
I'm not saying we didn't cross the line, but if someone makes a true artificial intelligence, that's a person now. And I mean, I'm going to support them being alive because the other option is we murder them. We've already crossed the line. Frankenstein's monster is already in France. We can't take it back without literally murdering it. Like, I don't think we should do that. But if someone does do it, I'm like, yeah, that's a person. If it's truly an artificial intelligence.
I think that these people who fall in love with their AI and shit, and like that kind of like they become obsessed with it. I think that they live in the her universe.
They think it's a true artificial intelligence.
But it's not. That's not her. Like, that's a different thing.
It's like anytime someone relies on like generative AI for like companionship or like emotional fulfillment, I'm like, you are literally a failure to our species.
That's so sad.
It's like you're like a howler monkey that can't climb a tree. You are fundamentally flawed. We're such a social fucking species, and it has so much of our like ability as a species is our ability to build community. You're like a hippo that can't go in water. You are just incapable of doing the base requirements to be your species, which is communicate with other people.
I mean,
It's not like someone who's disconnected from everyone and wants connection, because they're just having issues, and they understand that these people are doing it wrong. It's like watching a fish try to swim, but it's on like a rock, but it thinks it's swimming. And you're like, no, you're not, buddy. You're dying. You're flopping around. It's like, no, I'm fucking swimming. And it's like, shut the fuck up. All right, why are you talking to me? You're a fish. This isn't your place. Language belongs to me and the crows. Get out of here.
I think Her is a beautiful movie and all that kind of stuff.
understand-
I think Her is weird. I understand that thought process.
I would understand if it was literally her from Her.
Yeah.
Where it's literally an artificial intelligence. I want to use the term artificial, synthetic intelligence.
Sure.
But it's not. It doesn't remember anything. Scarlett Johansson in your phone remembers things and has opinions.
Yes.
This doesn't.
And falls in love with other people at the same time.
Like,
she falls in love with you.
As I was telling this guy, like, it can't.
Spoilers for the end of Her.
It can't pay attention. It can't. It's an attention model. Yeah, but it is incapable of paying attention. I'm talking to a fucking idiot. I'm talking to a drooling troglodyte. I'm going to be put on probation again. Because if he keeps going, I'm going to call him like a drooling piss brain troglodyte. Like what the... Ooh, it's called an attention model, so it pays attention. You stupid shit. You dumb fuck. How do you wake up in the morning? How do you take a shit? How do you not just sit in the toilet and fuck that up? You stupid bitch. So fucking drooly and dumb. I hate him.
So you brought the movie this week.
Yes.
So I've gone on record that Wes Anderson is not one of my guys.
Yeah.
And that I enjoy a couple of his movies, but they're very hit or miss for me. And I'm gonna let you know, it's fine. It does nothing for me. I don't hate it or even dislike it. It's very just, it exists. It's one of those that I'm watching it, processing that this is supposed to be funny, feeling nothing.
Mel's
And it's not, it's not,
because Mel's a big Wes Anderson fan and also Del Toro fan.
Del Toro does very well. Everyone in this movie does very well. Bryan Cranston in it for like 2 minutes rules.
And that's him. That's like his role in Asteroid City too. He's like, I'm kind of busy lately. I'll do like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll show up for a day on set.
I'll show up for like a day.
All of the parts of this, I understand. It's like it's cynical, it's whimsical, it's the most childlike he's ever been without being an actual children's movie. Like, of his adult movies, it's the most childlike in nature. I think Benedict Cumberbatch is wildly miscast, but I also get that that's the joke.
That's he was in fact perfectly cast by being wildly miscast.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think he plays the role wrong, but I also get that, like,
because he's supposed to like stick out because he's biblical.
Yeah, that like that's the joke. But yeah, I'm watching it, I'm processing it, and I'm like, I should like this more. I don't dislike this, but I feel I even a couple times went. But I wanted.
I mean, do you normally like guffaw at movies?
Comedy movies on like really good comedy movies? Yes, I will laugh.
I love this movie. I think it's very funny. I would even say what you did was it would be a bit loud for me watching a movie.
Well, you're allowed to.
Because you're gonna go.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that. Yeah. Pop Star Never Stop Never Stopping makes me laugh out loud, crying, laughing alone. I have out loud said, "This is insane that they got away with this. How did they do this?"
I'm not sure I've ever cried
times.
Laughing watching a movie.
Sure, I have a couple times. It's good.
I'm trying to think.
I recommend it.
I've definitely been like,
Dude, no, I.
That was me and Ephus a lot of the time was like, or, because it'd be like someone I definitely worked with at one point in that movie, and I'm like, yeah, I know that guy.
But no, I was like, and then just nothing, and
that sounds pretty good to me.
That's not good for me. That's like, this movie exists. I'm glad. Okay, I feel like, in a way that I refuse to ever watch the French Dispatch because it feels like a parody of a Wes Anderson movie. This feels like if I asked someone to describe me a Wes Anderson movie, they would describe this movie.
Man's got his brand down.
And
that's a strength.
It is a strength if you like his brand. I'm hit or miss on his brand. Sometimes his brand, Asteroid City, loved. I really like that movie. Bottle Rocket rips. Super fun.
I love commentary on gun capitalism, and this isn't a movie talking about capitalism all the way. It's certainly a through line, but there are the really tiny, small jokes I really like. There are the small like things about like how economy of scale works.
Yeah.
Like how they bankrupt him with screws by raising it by like a cent.
Yes.
Or the fact that never explained, but at the moment grenades are cheaper than bullets for him. Mm-hmm. I love that. I love that. That's just like they establish this fact. It's a really good joke payoff where he establishes early on like, why do you have grenades? They're cheaper than bullets. absurd statement to say, but then it's consistently used.
And I watched that and I heard that and I'm like, that is supposed to be funny.
It is, yeah.
And I didn't get it. Not that I didn't get it. I got that it was funny. I literally said that I knew it was like what the joke was. But it just nothing. It was just like, this is supposed to be funny. And if I had a different sense of humor, this would kill me.
No whimsy.
It does not. I have whimsy. I just don't like I don't love Wes Anderson.
Nah, whimsy maxing.
Okay.
What's the opposite of maxing in that vernacular? Is it minning?
Let's go with minning.
I assume minning.
A
Whimsy minning.
It's got all the cool. It's got shit that I love in theory. The daughter who's a nun. The communist like.
Oh yeah, played by Richard Ayoade.
Ayoade. Yeah.
Perfect for that role because they're like, hey, just talk slightly more forcibly than you normally do.
Yeah.
You want me to do not change your voice. You're just gonna talk. You just enunciate more because it is so perfect for someone handing out pamphlets about communism.
And I'm watching it and I'm processing where I'm like, this is very well done.
And the nun, whenever she like does the side, like when someone like the guy takes the pill and then does the like she's like praying over his corpse.
I want this is people think that like some people have accused me of going into movies like Wes Anderson and Christopher Nolan movies wanting to dislike them because it makes me feel like not one of the like not like other guys or whatever, not like other film bros.
I was gonna agree with this, but now I don't.
But I'm just like it doesn't speak to, like
I think you can be a little judgy about a lot of things, but I don't think you're like or doing it to feel superior.
No, I just think that language doesn't speak to me in a way that it speaks to other people, and I'm so happy that it speaks to other people. There are I say this about every Wes Anderson movie. There are shots in this movie that I think deserve to be framed and like in museums, in like art galleries and shit. And
it does have a lot. It does have a lot, like always movies have it. But yeah, because like I love how fake it sometimes feels. Like sometimes they'll set up and it's clearly like a movie shot.
Yeah,
like when like the plane crashes and it's clearly not. I like how he's not naturalistic a lot of the time. Is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah,
which is heightened in Asteroid City because of the conceit of the plot. But compared to like Grand Budapest Hotel, I think that feels a lot more naturalistic than this movie.
I'm gonna get ripped to shreds on this. First off, I like Grand Budapest Hotel more than most Wes Anderson movies that I have seen. I watched the credits roll on Grand Budapest Hotel and was like, that was a movie. Like his language doesn't really speak to me in a way that it speaks to other people, and I wish I don't know what I need for it to translate, or if it's just like it's a personal taste thing that like I said with Isle of Dogs, he's a very specific rhythm, and I'm either gonna get way into the rhythm right away or I'm never gonna get into
really
it.
Are.
You know,
I would say that a hyperfixation of yours, or it's a special interest of yours, is pacing. So I could see how that would. If the pacing's not to your liking, or it's like slightly off to how you're grooving, you'd be like,
Well, Wes Anderson, not even pacing. He has like a rhythm and a language. Like his movies are paced.
It's very musical. I describe a lot of his movies as very musical.
Sure, yeah, in a way that like in a different way than Tarantino is, but like in a way that Tarantino is.
Like that's why he has the such prevalent use of like the leitmotifs and like the theme. Yep. He has like a theme song for the thing that plays because everything is kind of like it does have that rhythm. It has like a musicality to it.
And I'm either like within the first 10 minutes, I'm either going to be like, I'm on board and it's yours to lose me, or I'm going to be like, I can't get on board. Like I'm just going to let this wash over me and I'm going to like enjoy it on a technical level. I admire like on a technical level what he does. He has his lane and he is good at it, and other people really love him. And I love him sometimes. Like again, Bottle Rocket and Asteroid City and the first hour of Moonrise Kingdom, Life Aquatic for the most part. I would even throw in Fantastic Mr. Fox. It's pretty good. I think that movie is too short and needed to like I think that movie, like, I don't know, needed some pauses, but you know what? You like, it is well made. It is very well made. It's better than Isle of Dogs, but like, I also should say I like this movie more than Isle of Dogs, which again, I didn't hate Isle of Dogs. I just disliked.
You just dislike dogs.
Yeah, exactly. Except my dog.
I don't know. You were yelling at her the other day, and she looked pretty sad.
Yeah. I apologized.
Harrison sent a Snapchat to me of sad Lily, and it said, "My dog's crying because I yelled at her. Haha, bitch! You're stupid.
It literally
You're stupid."
it was like she got into a barking match with the neighbor dog, and I overreacted, and so I'm apologizing
because of your internal racism towards dogs.
Yeah. That's it. It wasn't that I just overreacted. People can't just have an people just can't be flawed, you know?
No.
But no, I go also, people accuse me of going into like Wes Anderson movies wanting to dislike them. I don't go into movies wanting to dislike them. I find I find movies to be magic. I find them to be mini miracles, and I want every one of them to be 10 out of 10.
That's how I feel about Phantom of the Opera.
Hell
also,
yeah.
a lot of movies.
I go into every movie being like, I want to love this, and when I don't, I'm disappointed.
I think I'd probably feel the same joy as like the same sense of wonderment towards movies as I did Phantom. It's just I'm used to the movies now, and so I only notice if they're bad. Like, I'm still like, that was amazing, but I'm not feeling the shock. Like, if I were to forget about movies, like all movies, whoop, and then I saw like Running Man, I'd probably be like, holy fuck! But like and you know, since I do so much about movies, I went to school for movies. There's like that inborn knowledge where like theater, I'm like, I don't know your tricks. It's a magic show now because I know how the magic's done for movies, so I'm not shocked. I'm ecstatic, but not shocked. But theater, I'm like, I mean, maybe that's why I want to fuck all the cast, because you know how I am with card tricks. That was basically a card. I don't know how they did that. How did you know that was my card?
I will say a thing I really like about the movie itself. The last scene when he's working at the restaurant
and they're playing cards,
and they're playing cards, and I think her and Michael Cera's relationship is weird. And
one's a spy and one's a nut. I think it's as normal as it's gonna.
No, but I mean, like visually, like you see the age gap. Like you see Michael Cera trying to play young, and her very much playing.
I was
21.
able to very quickly suspend my disbelief because of his boyish charm.
No,
he's
look
one of those
at Michael
guys,
Cera and I'm like, that's an almost 40-year-old.
He's gonna be one of those people that is like 60 and still not saying he looks young, but still you're looking like that's clearly a 60-year-old man who kind of looks like a teenage boy.
But I think, I don't know. I think visually their age gap was like looked too great to not comment on, especially when she was playing 21. But like, again, like whatever.
So it was more appropriate back then anyways.
Well, it was more common. I don't know.
So you know, I found out today in the historical facts thread, I remember nothing interesting about this fun fact, but the creepy equation people use to justify
half your age plus 7.
Yeah, that is a famous mathematician's father came up with that. Except being a gentleman, he said plus 10.
Oh, nice. Okay. Honestly, I prefer plus 10, to be honest.
Yeah, because it's like 22. I should not be dating a 22-year-old. I think that's how it checks out for me.
Sure. I mean, I would round up and say 23, and even then that's weird, but...
And I find the father of the famous mathematical artist... Oh, sorry. It's M.C. Escher's father.
Oh, okay. Nice. So I think, okay. So I don't remember if I kept this in the episode because we rambled.
I like Del Toro, before we moved away.
Yeah.
I also like Del Toro does an excellent job playing a businessman who just gets everything he wants through sheer audacity and luck. The way he delivers every fucking line as just like, no, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. No, I have like, technically I belong to no country because I've done this crazy plan. It makes total fucking sense. The one I call it the trailer line because I think it was in the trailer, and it's like that really sums up the movie. Is when he's like, there's a time bomb, and he's like, how long has it got on it? He's like, 10 minutes. He's like, oh, we land in 8. Myself, I feel perfectly safe.
Yeah. It's 12, or it's like 12 and we land in 10 or some shit. Yeah.
Myself, I feel perfectly safe. Just the way he delivers or he's like, Let's make a deal.
Every time I hear Wes Anderson has a new movie coming out, I'm like, good for him.
I feel utter joy and excitement.
And for me, it's like, it's kind of like I go in where I'm like, I'm going to win. This is going to be awesome. We're going to love it. And I exit it where I'm either like a couple times I've been like, I was right. He's the king. I get it. I get what he's saying, guys. You can't be mad at me anymore. I liked this new one. And then every once in a while, he's just I walk away and I'm like, that was a movie. That sure was a movie. That happened. That exists. And he willed it into existence and they gave him money to make that. And honestly, good for him. Everyone else seems happy. I'm happy
you
for
are
them.
that meme of like the person where it's like guy who's seen 10 movies, 10 horror movies. Dude, Hereditary changed my world. Man who's seen 100 horror movies. I think the best horror movie ever made is Vampire Vacuum 3. You went to film school and everyone's like, Inception, Wes Anderson, Christopher Nolan, and you're like, I think he's all right. I think he's good, but he's all right. Oh, what's really fucking banging? School of Rock and Ghost Dog, Way of the Samurai.
I didn't watch Ghost Dog in film school, and I wish I had. I would have repped. I would have repped. I don't know if I would have repped Jim Jarmusch. I would have repped Ghost Dog.
To be fair, when everyone else went and saw, I think it was The Lighthouse, we saw Predators.
Yeah.
And we're like, I don't care what you saw, and we know this was better. He uses autism to fight aliens, and he's autistic because he plays Don't Starve at Night.
So the Phoenician Scheme, very well made. If Wes Anderson is more your thing, then you'll probably really love this. Like it is like. As someone who he doesn't speak to all the time, I still have the ability to be like,
he calls me every day.
No, this is like more Wes Anderson-y. I feel like he has become more Wes Anderson-y in old age. I think he's like 50.
I think there's a period where he was diversifying a bit, and then he was like, you know what? I really like my style.
He has his first two movies. He has Bottle Rocket and Rushmore. Bottle Rocket rules. I like talking about Rushmore and I hate watching Rushmore, but I love analyzing that movie. I've seen it twice. I wish I had never seen it, but also I've had so many conversations with friends about it because it is a deeply fascinating text. Like what it has to say about youth and power dynamics and privilege and like what that movie has to say is fascinating. I just don't enjoy experiencing it. Whatever the movie after that was like when he became Wes Anderson, when like a little bit it doesn't happen in Bottle Rocket, and then a little bit happens in Rushmore.
That he's like, now it's time for my whimsy.
Is that Royal Tenenbaums? Because I don't love that movie. I don't hate it. I don't love it.
You can see his whimsy ramp up as he's like, I'm reaching Christopher Nolan levels where I can just say things and they happen.
Because it's right around Darjeeling Limited and Life Aquatic, I believe, are like within a year of each other.
He was
or 2 years of each other.
But now he's Wes Anderson, the man who wears like a suit that looks like it belongs at Easter.
Yeah.
And now he can make whatever he wants to.
And like somewhere in those two movies is when like Wes Anderson becomes Wes Anderson.
He reveals himself. He takes off the costume.
And then right around Moonrise Kingdom to Grand Budapest, and when he's like, I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just making Wes Anderson.
I think it was televised
movies.
at like a Oscars event. He showed up in a black suit and he tore it off, and below was like a suit that looks like it belongs to like the Mally spokesperson, and he said, I love puppets, and then we just went off to the races. I really appreciate that about him.
I love math and symmetry.
I love symmetry, math, puppets, and music that goes doot 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 doot.
I like bright colors.
He rocks. He has to, because every actor that ever works with him is like, he's fucking fantastic to work with.
Again,
he has to be just like, because there's so many people, it's like, I probably don't want to be in a room with Quentin Tarantino. I want to be at a bar with Quentin Tarantino.
Sure.
I do not want to go to Quentin Tarantino's. I'll go to Quentin Tarantino's house to watch a movie. And I'll meet him at a bar. I do not want to be in any other social interaction with him. I feel like any situation, I feel like I could stay at Wes Anderson's house and have a nice breakfast with the man. It'd be really whimsical. He'd give me a hard-boiled egg and one of the egg holders.
Hell yeah.
He's foreign, right?
No, he's from Texas.
I keep thinking he's foreign.
He's from Texas.
It's because
he went to UT.
I think we have this discussion
You do every time.
It's because he gives off the vibe of
a French director.
Not even like French, yeah, but also just of like a European man,
Yeah.
like a classic like transcontinental Arab, like European, like he like lives in a mountain somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
He eats a breakfast that is localized to his country.
His name is Wesley Wales Anderson, and he was born and raised in Houston, Texas.
He seems kind of like Swiss to me. I feel,
Sure.
I've watched interviews where he talks. You think I remember? He's the idea. He's a person. He's an American in 1930s idea of what a European is.
Yeah,
like a continental European man.
Okay, so we need to end this. We're starting to just ramble. All right.
That's what the folk they want. Wet commentary. We have a focus group. It's Mel.
Of one. We have a focus group of one.
It's Mel, and every week she texts me wetter.
So if
that needs to be, I like the episode. Could be a bit more moist. She's like, I want your commentary dripping.
So if you're a Wes Anderson fan, you're probably gonna like this. Is very Wes Anderson, and the fact that you haven't seen it already is a little surprising.
If you like Michael Cera,
if you like Michael Cera, you're gonna like Michael
Del
Cera
Toro,
in this. I mean the thing. Okay, this is Del Toro and Michael Cera both had other movies come out in 2025 that I think they were better in. I think they're great in this movie, but Michael Cera in Running Man and Del Toro in One Battle After Another. I think both of them.
I forgot the Michael Cera movie. I forgot we did in fact see. I did in fact see both of those movies.
Yeah, that both of them. Also, this is they're great performances. I think their performances in both of those other movies are more dynamic. I think that they're allowed to do more. I think they're more interesting. Though Michael Cera in this movie is really, really good. Benicio del Toro in this movie is really, really good.
Get Glenn Powell in a Wes Anderson movie.
Glenn Powell. I would love to see Glenn Powell in a Wes Anderson movie.
Is he just blowing up now?
Yeah, in the last it's actually it's since 2023 with that Anyone But You movie with Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, am I not losing my mind here? Because I'm like,
it's in the last couple years.
That must feel really good. That must be a really good jolt to your system because he's 47.
He's 37. Yes,
37. You're a 37-year-old actor, and suddenly you take off. That has to fucking rock.
Yeah, he was one of those quietly got work. He was in parts for 20 years.
Because you're happy, you're content, you like your job, you like your life, and then suddenly you blow up. You're like, all right, okay. Actually,
he was John Glenn in Hidden Figures.
People realized he was John Glenn in Hidden. I forgot he was John Glenn in Hidden Figures.
Yeah, but Anyone But You with Sydney Sweeney and Hitman, the Richard Linklater movie came out the same year, and so he got the big general audience and the indie cred.
And I think they're starting to put him in. I'm gonna call them because they don't all qualify. But action comedies.
He quietly popped off in Top Gun Maverick, and then the next year was oh, you're solidified. You're
not action comedies, but he's good in action movies with action that have humor, like Running Man. He's good at delivering a joke. Yeah, he's good timing.
But yeah, he was one of those guys that quietly worked for 2 decades, and then all of a sudden popped off.
Good on him.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for. Oh, socials. Do you want to do socials?
Yeah. If you want to find us on Instagram, where I'll be sharing my collection of totally legal painted in oil child pornography.
No.
That's
No. That's
Two Men Movie Podcast at Instagram.com.
I'm kidding. No.
See, I put this in here so he can't cut out the other thing because it's not going to make sense then. He's going to need the continuity.
Well, I'm just going to have me saying no all over the whole thing.
If you want to send us letters, if you want to send Harrison specifically letters, tell telling him why he's dumb and stupid for not liking Wes Anderson, and how dare you go to film school and not like Wes Anderson, and why your favorite movie is also Donnie Darko, you can send that at twomenmoviepodcast@gmail.com. If you want to go on YouTube, where we'll post a recreation of me showing Harrison an Instagram of a woman from a play I saw.
Oh,
That's Two Men and a Movie on YouTube.
not where I thought that was going.
Where do you think that was going?
Yeah, I thought you were going to show me the Instagram of your oil paintings.
No, I haven't shared them with the public yet. It's going to go.
For some
It's a premiere on our Instagram.
You're going.
I'm taunting because every week the cops come by like, we got you now, and I'm like, officer, I think you take a look. That's oil. That's gouache. And they go, rats. And I'm like, and that woman, that girl, I made her with my mind. And they go, fuck.
Also,
And then I go out into the streets
she's 19.
and I sell them to pervs. I go like, hey, you want... I go up and I have a big trench coat. And I go, hey, you want some child pornography? And they go, sure. And I open it and there's a fully like framed oil painting. Like the kind of like a 1920s frame, like, you know, the ones I'm talking, like the big thick
Yes,
ones.
I got it. Store in the description.
I'm like
Marvin,
$2,000.
I didn't mean that. Jesus Christ. Marvin the Movie Walrus. He's probably, I don't know. He's probably a Wes Anderson
He loves
fan.
Wes Anderson.
So he'll give this two fins up.
Life Aquatic's his favorite movie.
Life Aquatic is good. I like Life Aquatic.
He loves hates Tusk. He views it as a minstrel show.
So you can find me on Instagram and Threads at harrisonpool.com. That's HARRISONPOOLE.
Where he posts pictures of sad dogs with the captions. Hell yeah.
You can. I have another podcast with my brother called Same Movie Every Week, where we watch the same movie every week for a full calendar year. This year we decided to do Detective Pikachu, and we just released our 7th episode, where we watched the director's commentary detective mode for the first time and like dissected some of the stuff, fun facts revealed in that. We've also done like breakdowns of each individual act, and for Valentine's Day we did a dissection of the romance arc that goes nowhere. We have other ideas, but those are just some of the stuff we've done now. You can find me on if you're a comedy booker, I finally have a professional email, guys. I'm killing the game. It's harrisonpoolcomedy@gmail.com. Or I also started a Substack, and it's Harrison Pool's Routine Maintenance. And I want to say my username is also harrisonpool.com, but I'm not quite sure how the search in Substack works. But it's Harrison Pool's Routine Maintenance. I just published my first story today about totaling my car this week. Thank you so much to Tristan Hostetter for our theme music. Thank you guys for listening. Tune in next week for... not actually our final episode, I don't think, unfortunately.
I don't know, you didn't pass the test.
Are we ending this?
I'm gonna have to talk to my lawyer, but we'll see.
If we decide to end the podcast, we're gonna do School of Rock. If we decide not to end the podcast, we're gonna do Blind Spotting. Thank you guys for listening to whatever this fucking thing is. All right.
Hugs and kisses.
So long and good night.
This is Matthew and Harrison's Two Men in a Movie. It's not what it sounds